Cheers to season 3 finale of the Brunch Beauty Life podcast. Toast up. Damn.
Have a little sip.
Just a little sip. Yum yum. Welcome back to our season 3 finale. We have made it 3 seasons.
Yes.
Brunch Beauty Life podcast. Make sure you are following on all platforms: YouTube, TikTok, IG, Facebook, everything, Spotify, everything.
Like, share, subscribe, and comment, please.
Please.
Yes.
Thank you. So,
Oh, this has been a long season.
It started in the summer and ended in the winter.
Yes. And I thank you guys, you too, Shar, for bearing with me. This has been quite a year. I just had my birthday and everyone was talking about, oh, it's 41. I would like a refund on 40.
A refund on 40?
Yes, I want a refund. It was not the year that I thought it was going to be.
Oh, yeah, because, when we started recording the podcast initially, you was getting ready to turn 40.
Yes. I had more fun turning 40 than I did being 40.
So 41, it has to be different.
Yes, it has to be different. Family members that were lost this year. I actually just lost a family member about a month ago. Things in my business, going from Naturally Row to feeling like Death Row Records.
Gosh, not Death Row Records. Not Death Row Records.
Yes. Trying to make me shook.
She said, I'm going to put you tonight.
Yes.
Lights out.
It's been a year. But I'm thankful and blessed that I don't look like the year that I had. It was a definite rough year. So I thank you guys for bearing with me and my back-to-back schedule of appointments that made it hard to record.
It wasn't just you.
It's been a year. I'm very ready for next year. I'm ready for another season.
Yes.
But I said I'm going into next year. I'm going to go and sit in the back first of next year. I'm going to just go, you think of it as like a room, like an event. I'm going to sit in the back.
Why?
Because I'm going to watch first. I want to see what it's looking like.
Oh, okay.
Before I move up in the class.
Okay.
I'm going to come in and sit down. Very demure. Very cutesy.
Oh, very demure.
Very minding my business.
Okay.
For 2025. But it's been a time. I'm happy that this year is wrapping up, and I'm ready for another season to be ready and not
Absolutely. Season 4 is going to look different. Season 4 is going to look way different, y'all.
How was the season for you, Connie?
Let me think. I just feel like this year has just been a blur. 2024 started and now it's ended. We're in the end of the year. And I just feel like it's just been like a blur. It's been interesting. It's been a lot of growing. A lot of changes.
Yes.
Business as well as personal.
Yes.
A lot of pivoting when it comes down to the business and having to just kind of shift gears and kind of, figure different things out. Just navigating through the unknown, relationships. There's been a lot of growth. Hopefully. It's been very interesting.
Very interesting, very busy, very different.
Yeah, it's been very interesting and very different. Not all bad, a lot good, So, I'm here. Birthdays, I've been doing a lot of traveling.
Yes, you did a lot of traveling this year.
Yeah, every month I was doing something multiple times, and that's probably why it seemed like a blur, because it's like, when you go out of town, your schedule get very compressed, and so you working harder before you leave, and then when you come back, you working even harder, and then next thing you know, it's another event, or now it's time to go again. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to 2025 to just be able to relax, chill. And that's going to be my word for 2025: relax and chill. And it's going to show up in all aspects of my life: business, personal, relationships, everything. I'm just going to be chilling.
That's going to be you. I don't know if I'm going to have a word this year. Every time I pick a word, of course, it's not necessarily that word. It's what, God is going to put into test whether or not you
That
commit
is
to that
true.
word.
Yes.
My word for this year was peace.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of stuff did not feel peaceful.
Mm.
I felt very challenged on, and I guess that's what the whole point was, to see how much I keep my peace or protect my peace during those challenges. I succeeded sometimes. A lot of times I failed. And so I don't know if I'm going to have a word, 1 year I picked growth, and so much stuff happened in that year that tested how much I grew. Like, it showed me that I grew a lot and that I wasn't the person that I was anymore. But I didn't need to have all that to know that I'm not that person no more. So this year the word was peace. And there were so many things that happened to disrupt my peace. So, I don't know if I'm picking a word.
Yeah. That's
But if
be
I
mine.
do pick one, it's going to probably something in the regards of being watchful.
Watchful. Mm-hmm. I don't know, but then that might come back to make you have to be watching a whole lot of things.
Yeah, see, and that's what we're getting.
So it sounds like you pick a word and you get the kind of like the opposite, the contrary, to kind of like enforce the word or whatnot. I'm just going to be chilling. 2025, I'm chilling.
Maybe mine would be something like steady. Like, I want to steady. Because, see, for you feel like the year was a blur. To me, this year felt very long.
Really?
It felt very long. Even though it felt like it was going by, it just felt long. Many of the days felt long suffering.
Oh, no.
Well,
we don't want long and suffering for 2025.
I had a good 2.5 months where it felt like long suffering. Lots of things happened to me. I fell at a concert in front of everybody, busted my hand and my body at the concert. I lost my car in a parking garage for a day and a half.
I remember that time frame in your life.
Sober at that. Long suffering. Working back to back. I think for 2.5 months I might have had maybe 5 days off during that time. Actually rounded to like 3. So long suffering.
So what did you do for self-care? I know we had got an email and someone did ask us, they wanted to know about self-care. So since we're wrapping up the season, what things have you done that was self-care? To just take care of yourself, because you made it through the year. So you made it.
Yes, I'm happy I made it.
We made it.
As that girl said in that video about her vision, Burley made it through the year. I don't even feel like I did anything for self-care. I just tried to preserve my peace.
Well,
which meant like
self-care for your
I
birthday.
Worked and I went home.
You did some self-care for your birthday.
I did some self-care for this birthday.
Okay.
And this birthday I took myself on a solo trip. It's my first ever solo trip. I went to Asheville and I got a room and I was by myself and I walked the streets of Asheville and go into art galleries and wine bars and just spent some time to myself, and it was great. Okay. I said that this next chapter for me is to fall in love with myself. I love myself, but I wouldn't say I'm in love with me. And so I'm falling in love with me and
Okay.
treating myself like how I treat the people I'm in love with. And so I spared no cost on myself this weekend in Nashville because that's how I do for somebody I was in love with. Treat them very well. I'm just going to treat me like that and fall in love with me. Right now I said God is my father, Jesus is my boyfriend, and the Holy Spirit is my companion. That is all I have time for in these relationships that I have right now. I'm just falling in love with myself.
Okay.
And being strict about what my 2025 is going to look like work-wise, professionally, with, you know, when it comes to clients and even when it comes to stylists. I had a stylist recently was like, I don't want to do this service anymore. And typically I would talk her and be like, well, why? And, oh, you know, think about the growth potential that's in there. I said, cool. So after these people that have had that service, we'll just cut that off. I'm not going to talk you into your destiny. I'm not going to talk you into your money. I'm not choosing my peace. So, you know, I'm just falling in love with me and taking care of me and putting, you know, some bigger or stronger boundaries around me. And that's what it's going to look like for me.
Okay.
And self-care is in there. So that's why my schedule will be changing. Clients, if you're watching.
Just letting y'all know.
Dating and relationships, that's changing for me too. I don't really want to. I'm not disillusioned. I'm not like losing hope. Not hopeful, but I just I'm good. I like me. Somebody is going to have to be really dynamic to get my attention, to get my time. And that's because the person who needs my time the most right now is me.
Oh.
And I'm dynamic and I'm all these wonderful things. So if they're going to compete with me, they need to be able to compete with me. It's on that.
Okay. That sounds good. That sounds good. So, self-care things I did this year. I did a couple of massages. You know, I have some me time. You know, me time is always one of my biggest things for self-care. Just being able to just be free and have my own little space, you know, where I could just kind of and have silence because, you know, I don't like a lot of noise. You know, like I could be in the house all day, no TV, no radio, no nothing, just complete total silence, and that just rejuvenates my spirit sometimes, you know. So, but I think for next year, I'm gonna actually schedule like dedicated time off. It might just be random, a random day in the middle of the week. Take the kids to school, be like, and I don't know, maybe go back home, lay in the bed and just relax, or just go out and about and just chill, or, you know, do whatever.
I strongly suggest going and getting like a room, because being in Asheville was fun and was great, but part of the best part was being in a room by myself.
I've done that too before.
And having that silence and that it could not be interrupted because I was 2 hours away. You know, my brother and I cohabitate together. He has now brought in a dog, Gideon. And I love them, and Gideon has been a wonderful, emotional little support animal. But with this time off, I didn't want to go home and hear them. They're not even loud. I just knew they were there.
Yeah, sometimes it's just about feeling the presence and knowing someone is in the space.
And I love them, by the way. Don't get that twisted. Love them, and I'm happy and thankful and grateful to have them with me. But I wanted to be alone. I also told my family that they were wanting to come up for my birthday, and I was like, yeah, I think I want to be alone. And I had time to self-reflect and just to be and just to walk around the streets and like breathe some really good air, because Asheville's air feels like it's different than Charlotte's air. Maybe all these miles around here polluting the air. We don't have the green of the trees and the mountains with the, you know, fresh flowing of nature. But yeah, I want to do some more things like that. So I would suggest you do that. Even if it's, you know, right up the street by the salon.
I mean, no, you're
Is
right.
that
It's
little
been a
Marriott.
while. Listen,
It's
it's been a
affordable.
while. But you know what? The weather is so crazy right now because usually, like in the past, it would be nothing to just go to Miami, somewhere warm, right? I want to be somewhere warm. And I'm looking at the weather like I was just like on my phone earlier today thinking about taking a trip during the Christmas holidays since I'm be carefree. And I was looking, I was like, dang, it's cold. It's cold. It's cold. Like, where I'm gonna go? It's cold. One of our stylists just got back from the Bahamas and it was cold. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this cold. You know, I want to go somewhere warm. I mean, it doesn't have to be hot, but I mean, nothing less than like 65 degrees, preferably 70.
Y'all need to talk to the people about that who say that there's no climate change going on around here.
It's a whole nother topic.
That's a definite evidence that it is.
You're right. It actually snowed. So,
Yes.
anyways, for season 4, we are excited. We're going to be, when next time you see us, we're not going to give you too much details, but just know the next time you see us for season 4, we're going to be in a new location.
Location. Change. It's always coming.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that. We're excited about where we're going to go. And just, you know, have another season of giving you guys us and hearing what you have to say, reading your comments, reading your emails. Thank you for sending them.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting. And we're just lucky and blessed to have you guys. Thankful and grateful as well that we have a platform to be able to speak and to give our perspective.
Be honest.
There's some episodes where I was definitely honest. I watch it back. I was like, ooh, girl, you can tell you mad.
Like, who done pissed you off?
Yes, you are talking and you talking fast and you talking loud. But
it might hit her with a.
So thank you for being there for it all, and we're going to continue to give of ourselves in that way as much as we can.
Absolutely. So until next time.
Oh, also, thank you, Shar, as well.
Yes, the Lit Creative
The
for
Lit
making this
Creative
possible.
and everything for making this possible, you know, because if you was to tell us to touch one of them things on that board, I couldn't even begin to do anything and tell you how to do it. And we would not have anything recorded either.
Facts.
Sound would be off.
I don't know, we would have been in the basement. With the tripod and the iPhone.
But you wouldn't have still been able to hear us because something would have been off. I can't understand none of those switches and stuff over there.
No,
So
you're right.
And just the editing and everything. So thank you, Shar. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
And we look forward to next season.
Until next time, make sure you're following Brunch BD Life Podcast.
Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that jazz.
All of that. And we'll see you in the new year, 2025, because it will be 2025 when we return.
It will.
Yeah.
I've already been saying this 2025 in my head.
Until next year, y'all. Peace.
Okay. Bye.